basic guide how to do some stuff like bypasses.
Leave one up above on here.
Yeah, I can give you electronic copies if you want.
Put it behind the wheel, that way you can see it.
There you go. All right. Well, welcome. My name is Eduardo with Siemens. We were the company that programmed and installed this fire alarm system. Let's talk a little bit about the building. Here we have a voice system that pretty much just covers the first, the G level, the ground level, and the first floor. That's where we have our speaker systems. We have elevator recall for both elevators that goes all the way up to the fifth floor. We have shunt trips for the elevators, primary, alternate. You're flashing that. Then we have in all of our mechanical rooms, electrical rooms, and certain areas we got smoke detection. We got pool stations, and we got 2 air handler units, which we are shutting down as well. Each unit with a supply, a return, a duct detector. Those units also have remote test switches and remote LEDs indicating lights to show the status of the unit, of the actual detector, if it's active or not. We have our main panel that's connected to PD and operation. So anything that shows up here will show up in the computer over there, and you should be able to acknowledge and reset and do stuff from your panel, from your console. Also, we have 2 enunciators, one on the north, another one on the south, where you have controls with the key. So if you have the T45 for this panel, you could use the same key for the enunciators, and those will also be for the pads, which there's one in this room, and then also on the small electrical room on the other side. It's a pretty simple system. There's really not much to it here in this building. Any questions about the building itself, locations of devices, or?
You said you have pool stations. Where are the pool stations located at?
Mostly in exits. We have some. I know there's one on the first floor. There's 2 on the first floor, and then there's some on exits over here.
They're not in the parking garage, though.
No, there's no parking
by the elevator.
Then, in terms of initiating devices, which is pool stations and smoke detectors, after that little area in the first floor and the garage, there's not anything besides the elevator coverage, which are heat detectors.
Total smoke detectors?
Total of smoke detectors? 18 and 25 beats.
Doesn't have clear interface board for portable printer?
Or sensitivity report.
No, it doesn't. We can do sensitivity report on the screen, but we can't print it out. But there's not that many smokes, so it's a short list.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that bad to look through it.
Are the enunciator panels in the front over here?
There's one in the front entrance, and there's one right on. It's not. It's
There's
not
a
all the way in
corridor.
the front, right there, right in front of the sprinkler room. We are monitoring the sprinkler system as well. We have our main wet system and also the dry system that we're monitoring high, low, and alarm and tamper, particle and tamper.
Could you walk them through enabling and disabling a form?
Yeah, we're gonna go through the functions of the panel. I just want to go through the building first and see if you have any questions about that. If there's no more questions, then we can go ahead and just start looking at the functions of the panel. Let's go through the basic functions first. Some guys were talking about this over here. If you guys want to gather around over here, I have a little simulator that'll show the keypad. That way we don't have to mess with the panel since we're already occupied. It'll show you, and it's pretty much going to be the same thing as the panel. It'll show us the buttons and the events and stuff. So let's just go ahead and simulate an alarm. In case of a fire alarm or any other event, you'll get a flashing light on the top, indicating what type of event you have. Here in this building, you only get trouble supervisory and alarm. There's no security devices in this system. So right now, it's going to indicate that there's a fire alarm, and in the screen, it's going to give you more information regarding the alarm. It's going to give you the description and the time and the device type. If you want more information on the device, like an address, in case you need to disarm it or do something with it, we got the more info button. Push repress, and it'll give you more information. It'll give you the model, and it'll give you the address as well. And in case that it's a dual module, which usually, like for water flow systems we have, it'll tell you which one of the switches is the one that's active. So in this case, it will switch 1. Alright, if you notice, the buttons in the top and the bottom, they have an arrow pointing up, and they'll light up when you're able to hit them. So in this case, we want to go back, so we hit the back button. It'll take us back to the initial screen. Now, on a fire alarm, first, of course, you go investigate. There's no problems, and you go ahead and silence. Right now we have the alarm, acknowledge alarm. The acknowledge alarm, what will do is it'll acknowledge it at the panel, so if you can hear the alarm still will be blaring and going off. To silence that, then you're going to have the option to do silence audibles. Alright, and once with that, you're going to be able to either unsilence it to have it go again, or you can go ahead and reset. And that'll clear the panel if the alarm is clear. Okay. And it's going to be pretty much the same thing with all other events, supervisories, troubles. But in this case, it's not going to be activating the alarms in the building, so you got acknowledge, and then you can just go straight into reset.
The graphics, you got graphics for confirming?
Yes. Yeah, the graphics will show a map, and it'll show you a location of the device and a description. In case that you have more than one event, let's say you got an alarm and you got a supervisory as well, if you notice here, you got tabs. So if here, when you're on the supervisory, it'll list just the supervisory. So if you want to look at an alarm, you have to scroll through the buttons here, like the tabs like in Windows, and you click alarms, and then you'll be able to see the list of alarms. And then you can scroll up and down, hit more info to look at addresses and more information like